Hey guys, Ash Lane here, episode 194, Shattered Laloon or GoLava, Town Hall 9. People are saying the air is dead post-update, but in fact it's not at all. There's just one more variable you have to take into consideration, and that is the air sweeper. So I'm going to bring you 3 raids of the Shattered Laloon or Laloonian or GoLava, whatever you want to call it. It's that great 3-star strategy, primarily for Town Hall 9s. Doesn't work as well with Town Hall 10, but let's stick with the Town Hall 9 and let's watch Big Tone's attack here, seeing as he comes in through the southeast corner of this base. Now, I'm going to show you 3 different ways to take out that air sweeper using this attack strategy, and Big Tone decides to go right into it. So obviously the first thing you want to look at are the same things that you looked at pre-update, right? So where the queen is, where the clan castle is, where the air defenses are. Your goal on this first phase of the attack is to take out hopefully 2 air defenses, but more importantly, at least 1 air defense, the queen and the clan castle. So that's what Big Tone does here. He's also able to take out the air sweeper in the process. So a little defensive note is not wanting to put the air sweeper right next to the queen or right in front of the queen, as in this case. If you do that, you're more liable to get that air sweeper taken out of the equation right off the bat, and then it's just a standard GoLava attack with the lava hounds making their way in first and kind of in a clockwise or counterclockwise formation. Always want to kind of deploy 2 lava, not always, but against most bases, you want to deploy 2 lava hounds at the first air defense and then the 3rd lava hound at that second air defense, the one that's right counterclockwise 90 degrees from the first lava hound deployment, either counterclockwise in this case or clockwise in other cases, depending on the point where that you attack the base from, depending on the base. You can see how Big Tone holds off the balloons perfectly to wait till that wizard tower was distracted before he comes in with those last balloons, as your wizard towers are the biggest danger besides the air defenses, obviously, at Town Hall 9. So you can see he pulls it off by simply taking out that air sweeper that was vulnerable right off the bat. Now here's another semi-vulnerable air sweeper. This is attacked by Says in Battle Elite. Battle Elite's really rolling right now. They've won 7 or 8 wars in a row, and it's because of attacks like this. We're still using the Shattered Laloon, still using the GoLava, and all you have to do is basically look where the air sweeper is facing, and in this case it's facing the opposite direction as where it's the reverse direction as where it's stationed, so it's facing southwest even though it's stationed way due east. And in this case, Says is going to kind of ignore the air sweeper, and he's just going to attack into the back of it instead. Now if you attack into the back of an air sweeper, you're often going to have to deal with some traps because the air mines are often loaded up over there. But when you have the lava hounds coming in, it's really not the end of the world. Lava hounds can easily suck up those traps, and that's what they're kind of meant for anyway. So it's certainly still a totally viable strategy at Town Hall 8 to pulling off 3-star attacks such as this one. And you can see the phase 1 is almost all executed. He has his archer, even though he ran into issues with the clan castle there, you can see he didn't end up taking out that witch, but witches really aren't an issue for an air portion of the raid, so that's not going to derail the entire raid. Although it does kill his queen, he was able to get the rest of the clan castle and 2 air defenses down, so that's huge. And you can see he comes in from the northeast here, right behind the air sweeper, so you want to be cognitive and aware of where the air sweeper is pointing, but at the same time, don't let it stop you from using this attack strategy against these bases, against almost any base, especially if it's outside the center. It's still very doable. So you can see using the 2 rage spells, just as Big Tone's attack in the first attack, he's going to spread it counterclockwise formation on the balloons and lava hounds. Same type of deployment strategy, except for not holding off on balloons this time. Instead, he just sends them all in on that second wave. Actually, there was 1 balloon he sent in from the southeast there. So you can see now at this portion of the attack, Says has a few puppies left in the balloons. It's going to be plenty to take care of the remaining units. You can see his lava hound did not die, and that's really something you don't want to have happen in these attacks, but he has enough balloons left standing to help him get that percentage down in under the 3-minute timer. So in this last one, it's going to be Chung Yum MS. I told him I couldn't pronounce his name, and he said he'd forgive me. So this is from Bohemian Grove. Great bunch of guys. I was able to visit them tonight, and they had a bunch of replays and a very impressive war log. So I just wanted to bring the attack from one of these guys using the same type of strategy, the GoLaloon, the Shattered GoLava, whatever you want to call it. Once again, he's coming in through the west here. At this time, he's going to, so you can see that air sweeper is facing in the northeast direction, so Chung MS is going to use the same strategy that Says did, right? So he's going to go ahead and not worry too much about the air sweeper in the first phase of the attack. You can see he's going in using that jump spell to access the inner chamber, if you will, to get access to that queen and trigger that clan castle. You can see he hasn't popped either hero abilities yet. He wants to hold off on those hero abilities till the clan castle is in range and totally emptied out. Then there goes the Barbarian King Rage ability, and the Archer Queen is still holding off on. Best to hold off on that Archer Queen ability through the clan castle kill and use the Archer Queen ability to take care of those air defenses. So 2 air defenses are down, clan castle's out, queen is out. Air Sweeper's still alive, but it's just facing the opposite direction, rather harmless there. So he's able to send in the lava hounds over there. It's not going to create a big issue, and as you can see, the balloons took care of it, no big deal. Air Sweeper is down. Now it's just going to be a matter of spreading those lava hounds and, spreading those balloons and letting the lava hounds soak up most of the damage. You can see that lava hound just kind of floating there over that expo, soaking up most of the expo damage. The other one's targeting a couple balloons, but it's not going to be enough damage to derail this attack. A nicely executed attack against a tougher base than it looks. It looks kind of like a funky design, but you can see the clan castle is centralized, and the air defenses were kind of hard to get at too. So, you know, it was a very good attack here. I was able to record a few nice other attacks here from Bohemian Grove that I will share with you later this week, hopefully. So, guys, I hope if this is proved that air attacks are certainly not over. In fact, GoLaloon has never been more popular in the game from what I'm seeing, and it's still very, very effective. Just one more thing to look at: where the air sweeper is, what direction it's facing. There's a few ways you can tackle it. Either take it out in phase 1 or just go in from behind it in phase 2. So guys, thanks for tuning in. Tell your clanmates about me, like, subscribe, and tune in for more daily content. Take care, guys.